Yo, welcome back to more March Comes In Like a Lion episode 8. So last episode was I can say definitely one of my favorites so far. I think oh man, it was so nice just to see Ray connect with Takahashi. Like despite him being younger, just having this common thread of like you have this career path ahead of you despite being so young. Even the comparisons to him like he can relate to like just that feeling of being compared to and that pressure, and he's taking those steps and he understands Ray. He's at the start of that journey, and Ray's like, oh my god, this is, I'm happy like someone understands. Like he gave an honest answer to Takahashi's question because he wanted to talk to him about it, and he understood, and that was amazing for him, and it was amazing to watch. So that was great to see that just through the episode, and how he showed up later, and Harunobu on the tape later that Takahashi brought. These Nikaido is amazing. He's the best friend that Ray needs, and it's vice versa too. How Ray pumps him up despite what he goes through, of course, physically. It was fantastic, and teaching Hina, Shogi, of course, Nikaido. Of course, he's a good teacher. He's very charismatic. He knows how to go about teaching, like doing it in a fun way. While Ray was just very like matter of fact about what's going on, which is just just his personality. Nikaido's just more suited for it, though it sucked that he felt bad about it since he was asked to teach. But it was nice, it was sweet, and it was also nice to see Ray even like just get angry, just get some of that out, right? When Harunobu was saying like you need to take care of yourself, just which he does. We all need to, but definitely Ray does. And for him to just, it was good to kind of blow up like that. And even Hina was like, I've never seen you get that angry, and like, you're lucky. And I feel he certainly is lucky with the friends that he has and the potential he has to recover and to properly, I guess, fully grieve for his family and just to move forward, right? Like that's the goal at the end of the day, and hopefully we can see that as the series progresses. Now, mind you, I do anticipate, just because I see how beautiful this show is. I'm sure it could be equally. I know it because it already has been. I know it can be equally as heartbreaking, right? In real time. Like for now, a lot of the pain has come from past events, and of course we're still dealing with that in the present. But I feel like it's very possible at some point for a tragedy to happen, whether it's a serious injury or whether Harunobu gets even more sick, which I would hate if that happened, or even someone passes like that, which is I shouldn't think that, but it just makes me very worried. I don't know. It's a random thought, but I just know that this is the kind of show that could deal with that. But at the same time, I know, despite how painful that would be, or if it's going to be, if that's going to happen, that whatever comes afterward, however our characters have to deal with it, whether it's negatively at first and then eventually, hopefully in a healthy way, or through being there for each other, hopefully it turns out all right by the very end. But I think that's all I have to say right now. I'm just ready to keep going as always, so let's keep going. Beginning the episode in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. It's a very pretty song. I imagine it gets more wrenching or hopeful as the show goes on, which it has. Like once it hits this part of the song, it's like, oh man. Especially visually, this opening is so good in depicting that feeling. And that transition from that into this next part is so like, gosh. Oh, this is continuing to teach me how to play shogi. Okay. Cats. Oh, you're making me yawn. Right, this is how he was doing it. We got that bizarre cat chess ending. Or cat shogi ending. Excuse me. It's real similar to chess. Lanza. Those foot springs. Amazing. Huh. It's cute. It's adorable. And the rook. Look at that movement. Huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All the cat talk. After all, of course he's got another. Any direction. How educational. Uh-huh, when they finally make it. Transform. He's so happy. Yay. The same as gold. There you go. He's so upset. I know, he pretty much stole his thing. It's a good book. No publisher. Wait, is it his? Like, just his? He made it! He actually made it! Oh my god, what a god. He wrote and drew it. That's amazing. Holy shit. What a guy. Damn. That's so good. I didn't know that. Cool. Wow, he wanted to contribute even at a young age. Jeez. Wow. How exclusive. That proud cough. Oh my god. Super fancy. Is well made. He's got the resources and all the talent too. Hopefully you're not too down about it, Ray. Yes. Indeed. Good job. Hmm. He's going with him. Your apartment, of course. What a friend. And he's sleeping over. Oh, Ray. I do worry, and so should you. What a friend. Oh my goodness. They were ready as well. Wait, is he moving in? What the fuck? This is just for the night, right? Oh no, he looks like he's moving in. No, this is just for the night. Oh my god. Holy fuck. Wait, this is for him? And he's still on the floor. Oh my god. Use it by all means. Oh, he's giving it to him. Oh, how nice. Looks like a good bed. But he's gonna use it tonight. Oh my goodness. This again. Damn, he gifted him quite a nice bed. He needed that. Get some good sleep. This is just in the middle of the episode. So much cat shogi this episode. Not that I'm complaining. Yeah, yeah. It's cute. I gotta admit, it's cute. They just put this in the middle of this episode? What the hell? It's so weird. How bizarre. They did that to end the chapter. Very short. Ah. And it folds up like that? It won't fit. Oh, man. Still pretty nice. So you gotta put something in front of it so it doesn't fly out. Isan, Mr. Smith, I remember you too. It really is. He's embarrassed. Doesn't have the energy. Oh my goodness. Mr. Nikaido. They're moved. It's really, really amazing. Oh, yes. I love it, Esau still. Full of adults. Adults gotta cry too. Oh, Nikaido. Yeah, he was pretty intense. He does his best. I'm sure he suffers a lot behind the scenes. Oh. It's just hard for Ray. Oh. Oh, the pressure. But could be motivation. Meet your friend there. Yeah, it's tough. That streak of losses was bad. Damn, you drop a whole class. Damn, man. Can't imagine. Ah, he downgraded. That's rough. Permeated. So he's seen that struggle firsthand, and now it's happening with him. I'm begging you. People like him are treasures, man. Oh, that he feels that way. I understand that. Because he knows he shouldn't with all that energy and how supportive he is of him, but ah, man, that's so real. It like reminds him of his own inadequacy. Like he wishes he could be like that. Oh, which he's not inadequate, but you know, he's just having a tough time. By two pros, I know, right? They might become really good players later in the series. Yeah, give Gramps a lesson too. Yay. Oh, that's fun. I enjoyed playing chess with my grandpa, even though I sucked. Good memories. You can play no matter when and for your whole life. I guess that's the flip side. You know, the pros kind of go through the dark side of that, but oh, that's a nice habit to notice. Wow, to see that habit. Oh, his true face. Oh, hooray. What did he just think of? That dad longed for. Hmm, okay. I guess that helps. Oh, it's her. That'll make your heart sink. What's up? Oh, I don't like that grin. I don't like that. Distant thunder. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh dear. In the middle of the day. Huh. Hmm. A dazzling moment followed by rain. I don't think that's very odd. Okay. I will escort you out. Uh, that was very Shaft. Hmm. Look, he's not inviting you in. Take a hint. Can you not take no for an answer? I swear to God, if she like beats him up or does anything like that. Cool. God, how awkward for Ray. Like he's kind. He has said that. Hmm. You sure are complaining a lot. Oh. Yeah, there's a whole bed in there. That's the nicest futon I've ever seen. Like I think I just realized it was a futon. Smell like you. That is a weird thing to say. I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm being too like judgmental of her, but I'm mostly worried for Ray. I'm a bit paranoid. There is. Self-centered, huh? Hmm. Back home to that house. You're gonna sleep here? Yeah, like what's going on? Haven't seen him. You haven't been home. Wait, what's going on? Yeah, this whole situation's been kind of weird. What's with that guy? Uh, uh, what? Don't you take advantage of Ray. Didn't leave a scar. Wait, what? He hit him? What the fuck? Goto. Well, I would hope not. Alright, that's... Oh, okay. Alright. I'm not sure if you're who Ray needs around you. Or around him. Oh, she's a yandere. And you take the nice futon. I mean, I'd offer the same to a guest, but... Wow. That was a lot to find out. I hope this doesn't bring Ray trouble. Jesus. Oh, poor guy. Hmm. You know that much. God, you are not. You are you are quite a piece of work. That is the truest thing she said in that whole situation. Very nice. Wow, that was strange. Eventually brought on a pounding rain. He did mention her beauty before when they were younger. The good and the bad of it as far as her personality. Huh. Alright, we'll talk about that. Just keep going, Ray. Matsunaga. Heard a bit about him. 40 years in this world. Sure, you'd have a good conversation with him, Ray. I'm beat, you know. I bet. Ah, Gramps. AKA Archer. I would buy that book 100%. Okay, yeah, I look forward to the match with Matsunaga next time. The way Kyoko was describing it was, pretty harsh. I mean, there was, of course, truth there, like what she revealed that if he loses and he gets demoted, he's gonna finally retire. He's like, ah, it's like you're going to put down a dog. I thought you would, knowing you would probably throw the match. You're very kind. I mean, which is a fair point. Like, I don't know, but at the same time, like, Ray shouldn't throw the match. I feel like best case, and hopefully maybe what happens is they do the match, Ray wins probably, and then maybe they have a conversation and Matsunaga talks about a bit of things, and who knows, maybe he's just ready to retire. I mean, he doesn't have to like stop playing shogi, like, but if he wants to step down as a pro, like, that's a harsh thing, man. Like, he's beat, like you said in the episode preview. Like, hey man, but I guess, for someone who like truly loves shogi and who's done it this long, like in contrast to Ray, who isn't very fond of the game itself, he's just very good at it. I think that could be a cool interaction, so I look forward to that and whatever happens from that. So but as far as this episode that I just watched, it was very bittersweet and strange. The last like third of the episode with Kyoko was very interesting. There was tension to it. There was, kind of an ebb and flow of like, okay, I guess I can relax. She doesn't seem to like want to cause trouble, but she's like you get the sense that Ray is like, he has like conflicting feelings about her, because like he recognizes, even though they're like technically quote unquote siblings, just like what they went through as kids and how he feels about her and her personality and what she did to him when they were kids. It's like, but Ray being who he is, ultimately letting her in, and after much pressure from her, but you know, he's a nice guy. Even I say letting her take the futon, not as if she just probably didn't just choose it herself. Getting this underlying story that I don't think we learned before of her, the guy that she's dating slash quote unquote in love with. I mean, it could be love, I don't fucking know, doesn't matter. But it's apparently what matters is that he fucking hit Ray. Want to know about that shit? Why the fuck did he hit Ray? Like, who's this asshole? Sounds like a healthy relationship that she would like. No, she was like, no, if he hit me, I'd stab him in his sleep and he'd never wake up again, because I love him. Yandere .exe. But yeah, it was just very very strange. But you know, I was just kind of like navigating the tension and seeing what was going on. Like, Ray asked the right questions, like why like, is that okay? Like, why are you talking about him as if like he's not okay and that I should move back so it'll be okay? Like, what's going on with you? Like, he's like, well, I haven't seen him, I haven't been home, so I guess she's staying with her boyfriend. Weird. I guess we'll see how that comes up again, especially with this dickhead boyfriend apparently who hit Ray for whatever reason. I have no idea. Ray does not need this shit in his life, because I just feel like her being around and apparently with this violent boyfriend is not gonna bring the shit he needs. But I guess this is just life, man. Like, it's, even when you're dealing with some shit over here, like here comes like something else. Here comes like your family, like that kind of drama. Here comes something else. Like, it's always something, right? So, but it adds a very fucked up and like, I guess, interesting wrench into things. I'm like, okay, let's see what happens, man. I'm worried for Ray, man. But on the other, like, bittersweet side, what this episode started with was Nikaido continuing with his picture book, cat shogi book that he made. Like, he got published and did all the art himself, and of course with his resources being from a rich family, he was able to make quite a very nice book. Like, you even see where it listed all the things. It was like, it was a premium quality book, even like past like the art itself, which is amazing. Like, he's very talented. So all that together, it's like, man, Nikaido's great, he's amazing, which he is. But you see the other side of it with like Ray kind of feeling like, man, you know, he is amazing, and he's, you know, doing all this, and when he's so, where does he get his energy from? Like, does he not doubt himself? Does he? And that's the thing. Like, I'm sure Nikaido does doubt himself. Like, he, like anyone, you sure? But like, I feel like he's one of those people that takes all his hardships and the shit he deals with, and he just channels that into just pure like energy and hype and encouragement for those around him. Like, when you, like, his own pain, like with his anemia and his like kidney condition, like, he is rich, and certainly he has a bunch of things like easier for him in that aspect, but just for him as a person, like his own suffering, I'm sure like he just doesn't want the people he cares about or around him to suffer. Like, he just wants to do that. Like, people like that are incredible, man. And I feel like in this thing with Ray being that way, like, why is he like this? I hate that I don't feel good when he's like that around me, because that's such a real thing. It's like, I should feel good that he's being so positive and so energetic and so supportive. Like, I should feel good because of that, but it doesn't make me feel good. And that's so fucking real, dude. And that's just like, with what Ray's going through, it's discouraging him. Like, on his losing streak, you know, this threat of being demoted, and you know, if it gets to that point, and eventually, you know, if you're demoted twice, you just lose rank. It's a really scary shit, man. So it's hard when you're in that spot not to compare yourself to someone like Harunobu, who's like on a winning streak. He's doing great, but you know, we also see that he is dealing with his own shit, man. Like everyone does, and you know. But I really appreciated that moment, like after all that with Ray, and just acknowledging how he really feels, and navigating that. It sucks, but it's so real, and I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, but also Ray, like, very sweetly remembering this habit of his father's to be able to rock back and forth with his hand on his cheek. Like, that's such a endearing, a bit sad too, but just nice thing for him to remember about his dad, right? When they would play, like, and he knew he was doing well playing when he got his dad to do that, because that meant he was focused. And he's like, I played so that I could see him do that, because I knew that I was really pushing myself. And I feel like that highlights like what Ray liked from shogi. Like, it wasn't just being good or winning, like just to see that in his dad, which is such a wholesome and amazing thing. And that reminding him of where he's at now, like this is what my dad, this is the world of shogi like my dad, you know, wish he could have been in, you know, like this professional, extremely professional environment, like reminded him, like, this is, like, he would be proud of me, right? Like, because he's thinking of him, like, what would you think of me if you saw me now? Like, yeah, you'd probably be pretty fucking proud, man, that he's come this far, which is nice. That it seemed to have given him some fuel in that moment of like doubt. So that was nice. But yeah, another good episode, man. The cat shogi thing as a transition point was, I don't know if they did that to kind of like pad it out a little bit, or because of there wasn't as much maybe content to adapt in these chapters, right? Because I know they're going by chapter per episode, and I don't know if that equates to like the manga chapters themselves. It probably does, which is cool that they tell you if that is the case, or it could be just an anime thing of how they're dividing it, but it's probably the manga. If that's the case, they maybe had to like pad it out for the runtime by just putting the entire song in there, you know, which is fine. You know, there was plenty of this episode to enjoy still, so that was cool. But yeah, the whole Kyoko thing is like very bizarre. Oh, one thing I skipped over with the whole Harunobu thing was them watching the tape together and Ray just feeling like really like he couldn't deal with it, like it wasn't making him feel good, and then thus making him feel worse because he's like, this should make me feel good. And I hate that I'm like, this isn't making me feel good, which is like, I'm glad they addressed that, because that's definitely like kind of been a thing, and I understand Ray for sure. But I love how supportive Harunobu is, giving him the best futon I've ever seen in my life. Like, I've only ever seen and slept on like inflatable ones, like just slowly inflates and then you just lay on this. Because when I saw it, like, oh, that looks like an entire bed. And what the fuck? Fancy. All right, but anyway, it's like a memory foam futon. But yeah, I think that's all I gotta say about this episode, man. Definitely enjoyed it, and there are definitely moments I appreciated. So, thank you so much for watching. If you want early access, if you're seeing this on YouTube and you want to get early access to a few more reactions to this series, if you want to get ahead, if you want to support the channel, check out my Patreon in the description. Patreon.com/YORO for $5. You get early access to this show and everything else that I do. Gaming, anime, movies, polls, all that. And that's it. But once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.